for YouTube. Oh, whoops, a second. Turn myself on. Yes, there we go. All right, just some housekeeping before we start. Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us. Trying this will work out. Zoom's weird. It should have a gallery, just two people next to each other, but I would just do it this way because I think it's been on me most of the time. So anyway, so all right, blessings. Here we go. And I have no idea what's coming through, so it should be interesting. All right, blessings. Greetings to you. I am Raphael. Blessings. Sending you all light and understanding of your human experience. Every day, become more closer to your spiritual selves to make peace with yourselves. So whenever you are ready, I'll be happy to connect.
Hi, Archangel Raphael.
Yes.
So we're going to start off on the main chat room page. Peter's going to join us tonight.
Yes.
So first up is Freddie Cooley, who sent the orb I saw that Sunday at 3:20 a.m. at my friend's home, and what was the whole message?
From what I feel as Michael that has sent that is bringing assistance for you, that you are becoming more connected to others and also more beings. You just be opening yourself up more. Is also just, and I believe you actually called on this also. I believe Michael was bringing much assistance to it, but I believe you brought this being with you, basically. One moment. As for Michael is the one that brought it, but I do see an Arcturian vibration coming from this being. And more to come. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Zinyu Ki. Do you see me working on a solo project and venture track if it's a good idea?
Yes, but I see, be careful what you say there. Some are very difficult to be around. But I believe this will be, yes, just a lot of difficulties there. Just follow what is right for you, but I believe, yes, this will be fine. From what I'm seeing. Just many are very fragile. Thank you.
Okay, second question for Zinyu. Do you see me starting an indie studio by myself? And is it a good idea after FIEA?
After FI, yes, but indie studio will be very, very small. But yes, it does good for your creativity. So yes, we much encourage it. We say though, be careful of finances, not to go splurging. Well, do what you feel is right. It's just things that you need to be most important, of course. Because sometimes you can splurge on things you do not need, and you feel very guilty for doing that. At least that's what I'm seeing.
Okay, next up is Tara Kinsley. What does my higher self look like?
Well, It can look like you if you wish. Sometimes they do to get to you. So like different color hair, different color skin at times. But I see your higher self as more of a white dragon. But I understand they can change their appearance also, but I see as a white dragon. With much wisdom, of course. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Tara. Is it likely at this time that I will end up eventually moving to Sweden or any other country outside the US?
Yeah, Sweden does have a lot of energies there. It is calling for you. From what I'm seeing, it does have a welcoming energy there. You had a lot of positive lifetimes there. I believe you will be able to make this work in a positive way. Yes, there's a lot of low vibrational entities there, but I believe you'll be able to avoid it. You will know what you're doing. There's also a possibility of other places. That is your starting point. If you wish it to be, I believe that would be an excellent starting point, but I believe you will go to other places in this house, right? Thank you. Yes.
Okay, next up is Carol McLaughlin. Are there any messages for me?
One moment. You're clearing your energy field, as I see. You're also connecting to your children more clearly. I believe, a male child of yours, from what I'm seeing at least, is Palladian. And you were actually lifetimes as reptilian. Understand, reptilian is very having Earth incarnation as a female, having a reptilian connection is very useful because it's strength. And you know how this world is with strength. It does help you ground your energies and keep your sanity also. Because you have a lot of things to do here. To have a reptilian incarnation just help the soul strength for you to prolong your life. And it's helping your children understand this world. They might come here as Palladian, but your reptilian connection is a reason of, to protect them. So that's a lot. There's more to it, but I believe that makes a lot of sense. But also, you had many humanoid reptilian. This is like a humanoid reptilian incarnation. Blessings. I'm not sure if you're speaking. I cannot hear.
Okay, sorry about that. Next up for Carol. How is my brother Jim, who crossed over in 2008, during these days in his new life?
Well, I believe he's doing fine. Yes, he's still in transition, as there are some things on this earth that he's still holding on to. I do see boats. I do see canoeing. I'm not sure if he's into these things in his incarnation, but there are things here that he wishes he got to experience. I just see those vibrations. I do see the oceans. He wishes he'd be part of that more often. So part of him is still holding on to this earth. Yes, he has crossed over. He is doing well. But part of him wants to come back, at least experience a few more things that he did not. Now with the fear removed, it's easier to experience certain experiences. But you are with him. You're giving him advice from what I'm seeing. And him with you, but you are giving him more, I see. Blessings.
Okay, next up for Marianne. Am I on any councils with the Federation of Light or working with them in any matter?
Yes, the Council of Galactic Federation of Light, yes, and also there are training councils you're very much involved with. The Galactic Federation of Light, I believe this has been mentioned in the past, but yes, you are, from what I'm seeing, you have at least, let's put it this way, there's a timeline where you are a feline being watching over one of their worlds, keeping it stable. I believe you're predominant being there also as one of great attention. I would call it like a chancellor, if you want to call it that. Call it something. So they're not fully aware of your galactic connections, though. I don't believe you're even aware of it. It's another incarnation, basically, where yes, you're doing a great deal, but not always aware of what is going on. Same as here.
Okay. Next up is Caden Dance. Any messages from the Ascended Master?
Just as continuing your path. There are rivers of lights, rivers of gold where you go to be healed. These places are for you. One moment. Where you can actually put your head in this gold and come out clean. Humanity also, there will be channelers eventually that where people will resonate with most. People are not ready for them yet, but you are connecting to the future beings that will bring great assistance here. But you're connected to it right now. You are of a great assistance also. You will connect to this soon. Blessings.
Are there any other messages for Caden?
Yes, what I was just saying to you, you can meditate on. If it's not time for you to say a message, that is fine. But you're still part of the ascension. Everyone is. I believe you will be able to connect in your meditation to see the future beings of this earth that are going to bring much assistance. But also, you are a part of the paving the way for it. You will see it when it's time. We can't give out all the details. But what can I tell you? Just let it flow. You'd be surprised. One day, a great amount of information will come through you too. Well, through you, but it's for you. Blessings.
Okay, so next up is Gregory Savakul. I go with my boss, his wife, and his dad occasionally to a local bar, and I usually get free drink glasses when I go. The past 3 out of 4 times I've went and gotten these glasses, two of them had reptiles on them, and the latest one has 2 men dressed in 20-style suits, almost like classic MIB agents. What are the messages that I'm getting here?
Well, yes, it's just telling you, your galactic past, basically. These beings that you see on these, I believe, glasses you're saying, yes, you've had a lot of incarnate, you've had a lot of connection, and you still are. Your astral self is kind of, you can say it's a gag you're doing with yourself, helping you remind you. But these beings, there are others, of course, that you're very much involved with at this time. I see a lot of time traveling with you at this time. A lot of time skipping through different timelines, but you're very with these beings and others you're very busy with, from what I'm saying. Right now on your Earth, you just doesn't feel like anything's happening, but there is much going on. Blessings.
And Gregory also asks if anyone has any messages for him.
Yes, a message from Michael. One moment. He says fasting is good for you. That is only if you're up to it. But fasting would be good. Just help clear your mind, clear your body. It's up to you. You can do a small, a juice fast. But he says fasting would be good. Maybe not now, but at least put in your mind for the future whenever the time is right for you. Will be good for cleansing, help you drain out what you do not need so you can connect better. In your future, well, the time will come. So he just wants to put that thought into your mind. Blessings.
Okay, next up is the Net Dragon. I think it might be a new member. Is the amount of negative energy being thrown at us increased, or am I more sensitive, or both?
You are more sensitive. But understand it's humans throwing it at each other. There is negativity here, but humans are mostly doing the throwing around. There is negativity being thrown, but humans can make it worse. There's always negative, lower vibrations being brought to you, but humans just multiply it by a great deal. But you're opening yourself up, which is excellent, but also very difficult at first, of course. Just ground yourself and send light around you. Should be fine. Blessings.
Okay, the Net Dragon would also just is requesting positive energy towards a house sale.
Yes, of course. I believe it'll be a couple months, but I believe the buyer is already around you at this time. Blessings.
Sorry, my internet just kicked out there. The second question for Net Dragon, did we get that?
Yes.
Okay. So next up is Ra. Do I have any messages?
Yes, I am seeing many silver beings around you, most likely Pleiadian. They're assisting you at this time through your energy fields of healing, but also, I believe, through your social gathering at this moment. It does seem like you also brought them here to learn from you. And there's also a canine that is kind of tagging along. Rottweiler? Blessings.
Okay, Ra's second question. What have I been doing in astral lately?
Making wheeling and dealing, but in an astral way, in a positive way, not necessarily making sales, but making agreements with many beings at this time. Making peace with yourself also. It's like I made this peace with myself. I wanted to make peace with other beings so that we are welcome. Beings are welcome to connect, at least to you. If people are afraid of the aliens, at least you'll be open to them. I imagine you're already aware of this. Most of this will start to come to you. Possibly a channeling will come through you, possibly. But right now, well, just what is it that you want in your environment? Blessings.
Okay, so we're headed over to chat room 1, and we're going to start off with Chloe. My mom gets very upset hearing about cruelty to animals. Is there a contract between the person and the animal?
Not necessarily. It's just that the human has free choice and does whatever they feel like. But then a contract does come for cruelty, yes. Sometimes there is, most likely there is no contract, but the cruelty to the animal is just the human is not getting over themselves. Basically, they have to take out their rage onto someone. So, and there's different reasons. There's cockfighting. There's all types of things, not necessarily to be harmful to the animal, but just to make funds. But there are cruelties just that the human feels like an animal is vulnerable, so it makes them feel better, at least for a moment. So they do go through karma through that, though. Blessings. But the animal is there to assist at any time. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Chloe. I get annoyed at my mom sometimes and think she's crazy even when she's being normal. Is this negative beings trying to knock down my support system?
No, it just means you're not agreeing with her, and some of that kind of take it personally to some degree. So it's okay. It's just that you're going through your own soul growth, so it just seems that way. But you're just going through a lot. I believe you're aware of that, so you're just not always agreeing. That's all. No big deal. Just clear that out. Clear that out to that negative because you're going through some stuff, so it kind of blends into that, thinking that there's a negative energy. It's just you're going through a lot of struggle, as you're aware. Blessings.
Okay, Crystal Eve is next, and she would like to know if there's any messages from the trees.
Yes, there's a tree by the name of Andolph, and to find Andolph is up to you. I believe it is in your yard, a a large size one. One moment. And you do blend in with his energies during your astral state for healing. Also for messages, but I believe mostly for healing. As a part of you wants to go into astral and difficulties sometimes coming back because you feel like you're at home, and when you come back into this earth, but it's getting easier. The trees are helping make the passage easier. There's family here also. It's like, why don't we all just get together and move on? In some cases, that's like that. But I believe the tree energies bring much assistance to make this world feel more like home, but it takes time. Those things.
Okay, Crystal Eve would also like to know if there's messages from the dolphins.
Yes, the dolphin energy is actually helping you become more younger, feeling more at home, but also feeling more yourself. Also, doing this, I see a lot of angel energy. So connecting to the dolphins actually connects you to the angels. I know that sounds unique, but it is your angel connection is quite strong, but not always seen. Because within the dolphins, they have a high frequency that you can relate to, and that high frequency connects you to another high frequency. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Susie. Please describe my main guide, name, characteristics, etc.
One moment. One moment. Sharanda or Sharanda? Sharanda is the name. You can always shorten that. You can always shorten to she if you wish, but she would be fine. But Sharanda is the name of this guide. One moment. And she is brown hair, a lot of jewelry, I see. A lot of Victorian energies around her at this time. And well, I'm getting the name Miranda also, but that might be easier. Miranda might be a better name to connect with. Miranda is another. Not all of it's coming through, but either way, Miranda's fine. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Susie. Does my main guide want to have a two-way relationship with me where we can communicate with each other regularly?
Yes, but the best way is meditation at this time. But also connecting to the tree energies, nature's energies at least, can help you connect to her. Because right now there seems to be a slight blockage there. Also, it'd be good to have a calm energy around you. Music, whatever it takes to calm you down, to relax, so you can connect to him better. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Jess. Do I have any connection to Buddha, and what messages does he have for me?
Yes, he was a mentor of yours in many incarnations. Off Earth. Well, there's actually other Earth realities, yes. But messages to you is just confidence that things will change, but just also love for thyself, not to worry about anything else. Just concentrate on the now. I know you've probably heard that before, but that's what he's saying.
Okay.
So,
Next for Jess, can Archangel Michael explain why my energy has been so low lately and give me any messages about my soulmate connection?
I believe, well, he says the first question you'll be able to figure out, right? Well, what energies is this new relationship connection? It's just been worrying you a lot, but also do see a positivity with it. At least I believe you'll make it work. But a lot of your energy is going because of this relation. You're doing a lot of astral, doing a lot of connections. So part of you is still not sure of this. So the uncertainty of it causes a lot of stress. We do see you sorting out. So also old demons are coming out in some ways. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Jim F. Have I had a past incarnation in the area I currently reside?
Yes, you had several lifetimes there. But not always in human, but I believe you had at least one other human incarnation. But your spirit energy has always been there. It's like, this is where I'm going to incarnate in, even if I find it questionable, because it needs me here. This area needs me. And I need it also. That is what I'm seeing from you. And yes, it's not always easy, but there are parts of it that you both of you get along pretty well at times. Or all the time. That's
Are there any other messages for Jim?
yes, I like the small things bother you most. Also, you are. I do see a lot of dragon connections for you. Also, I'm feeling a bear, like spirit guide around you. A bear being is around you at this time. I'm not sure how you feel about bears right now, but you had many incarnations of them in their past. They are your soul group, your alien group, but they're actually quite kind, and you can connect to that. It'll help you see this world a little bit more differently. As for humans, they will eventually see that also. But you might also be able to connect to the spirit animal of individuals. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Miles B. Do I have any messages from my spirit guides? And if possible, could I also get their names?
Well, I'm getting this one guy's coming through, calls himself Dwight. Just Dwight. Or Dwayne. Dwight, Dwayne, whatever works for you. He is connected to the sun energies. It can help you see more of yourself. As humans block the sun out, you might feel the sun, but they're blocking out its energies and its messages. So this is something, connect to the sun vibration to your guide and become more connected to your soul. This is one way to let go of the human programming. Blessings.
Okay. Next question for Miles. Any other messages for me?
Also, he's saying connecting to the oceans. Also, you've been an ocean dweller, many incarnations underwater, being a merman in many incarnations on this world and others. Also, a Syrian being of alien origins. Very much cities under the sea on this planet, and you're still connected to them. I'm feeling the name Horus is very connected to you, but that's a Syrian being, though. On your world, you have a different definition of that, but for the Syrian being, it's like your other self. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Wanda 11. Does Archangel Gabriel have any messages for me?
Yeah, so I go to the past. There is a lot of past, yes, and I believe it's already been mentioned, of the Old West, so you can do some clearing. You still have a lot of clearing there, because many of your family members are very much involved with that also. There's much coming in your future, but they're not, the last thing they're going to do is give you too much detail, but everything will be fine. There's going to be some activity, but good activity. It will be good, just let it happen. It'll be fine. Blessings.
Okay, Wanda 11 would also like to know if her higher self has any messages for her.
Yes, her higher self wants to loosen up a little bit. There's a lot of tension around you, of course. Go to places that you don't normally go to. This is up to you. Places that at least help you break, just to change things a little bit. Could be a place that you shop differently, just somewhere a little bit different, change of atmosphere. A place that you feel curious to go to. I imagine it must be somewhere like that. Just to feel a little bit different instead of the routine. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Inara. My daughter has seen a white werewolf since she was little. And last summer while camping, she woke up in the woods far from her tent, walking on all fours. What connection does she have with the werewolves, and what do they want with her?
Oh, nothing. She's just remembering it. I don't really want anything for her. She's having difficulties releasing that lifetime. As yes, that's the werewolf is actually a guide of hers, but a white werewolf, I'm not seeing a dark one. But she's just very connected. I believe she will grow out of it. They want nothing. They don't want anything. They want her the best for her, of course. But she will grow out of it eventually. Just support her in her ways. Just follow your instincts, basically. She's going to hold on to it mostly throughout her life, but as for the walking on all fours and disappearing, I would just be very guarding over her. Just watch her more than you might usually, because it's going to take a while for her to release that. Blessings.
Okay, Anara would also like to know if there's any messages for her from Archangel Michael.
Well, also realize this is a test. It's a test, but also it's your child educating you of the real world and also helping you connect to your own abilities and guides and seeing things. So the daughter is there is like a key. It's just opening your door, your world. So there's nothing to worry about. It is a little bit different what you're used to, but once you get used to it, you much rather the real world than the world that's been brought to you. But the child there is just to help you get used to this. So you made an agreement for this. I believe you will. Yes, it's uneasy at first, but once you get used to it, I believe you should be able to not wander off so much. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Donna Riggs. My friend Nancy B lived in Florida and passed away. The relatives hadn't seen her for some years, and her brother Melvin was the person to claim her body. And what we need to know is it actually Nancy B's body that was buried in her grave, as it does not look like her at all. Thank you. Much love.
Well, I believe it was, from what I'm seeing, just her body kind of disformed itself during that time. I believe it is. Judging by the energies, it's her. I do not see any of other hers running around at this time. I believe it is her, though. I'm not seeing a switch. I'm not seeing that. I didn't seeing that. It's just that the body was not in good shape, as you can see. Blessings.
Okay, Donna's second question. Any messages or suggestions from my guides tonight?
Well, your guides are saying outdoor camping, but they're not necessarily mean you have to go outdoors and camp outdoors. But who is camping outdoors of your place? Not to say it's a physical being, it's more of an alien being. I believe Palladian is around at this time. I believe there's other beings that have been around, as you're aware. But it's up to you. There is a type of night vision type of technologies you can get to see who's around. Might be curious for you. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Angie S. Why have I been having eye infections for the last 3 months? Is there anything I should take besides antibiotics?
No, I would follow what the doctor, what you're doing with your doctor. It is a part of you that is an imbalance going on right now. It's a process that your body needs to go through at this time. I'm not getting the whole. It's also helping you see things a little bit differently. You can also see through your third eye. This is up to you. I know there's a lot of aggravation going on, but you can also see through your third eye. Basically, close your eyes and see what you're seeing through that. That's up to you. Blessings.
Okay, Angie would also like to know if you have any messages for her.
Well, what is going on right now is you're experiencing the body, its ups and downs. As for the details of why this is happening, is up to you. It's not being fully clear because you need to experience this. You have your reasons, and for right now, all we can see right now, at least through the channelings, is only the outside of it. But also, this helps you focus on health more, not just for your eye, but for the rest of your body also. What we are seeing just opens your eyes up in that regard. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Miguel. Could you tell me what happened to my fish?
I feel like some of them left their bodies. At least that's what I'm seeing, several of them. As for what happened, they just, it was ready to go. That is what I see, at least. I'm not giving full details of what it is, but I believe many took off. And it was their time to go, from what I'm seeing. At least that's what I'm picking up on. It was just their time. Blessings.
Okay, Miguel would also like to know if there's any messages from anyone.
We are also experiencing life cycles. So this event and other events, life cycles, there are certain events you wish to experience. I believe that is one of them, and others are to come. Not to say it will be of a negative energy, but it is a life. So you have 3 or 4 life cycles coming up. Nothing to worry about, but our education for you might start seeing things differently. Also, your guides are saying, doesn't mean you have to pay attention to the news, but also say if you do catch the news and see a report, you might see beings around them, or I believe you already see this, but you might see something that nobody else is seeing. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Amy. Does my higher self have any messages for me?
One moment. Confidence is key at this time. But she's also saying tarot is good. There's a lot of messages in tarot for you at this time. Don't have to be 100%, but basically tarot, you might want to do a tarot reading on yourself. It's basically just, it's yourself opening yourself up, basically. They're bringing assistance, but also the more comfortable you feel with that, others you will begin to help. If this is something that you want. You can always do whatever you want. Also, Gabriel is with you. All the time it seems you made a connection with Gabriel for your awareness to open up. Blessings.
Okay, next question for Amy. How many past lives on Earth have I had with Heath? And can you tell me about one of them?
Only thing I'm seeing at this time is 3 of them. Well, I'm seeing human lifetimes. The one I'm seeing the most is actually an alien incarnation as Arcturian. Artists, Arcturians. Always creating things in the skies, just always inventing. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Tate. Did the human collective manifest chemtrails and brain interference from technology to give an explanation for humans not awakening?
Well, even if you took those away, humans are still not awakened because of fear, because of other attributes. That's not helping, but a lot of it has to do with the human condition, the programming has been done for such a long time. So humans at this time are reversing a lot of it, but very hesitant because they're afraid of what will happen. So, but yes, the chemtrails and things of that sort are there also for walking down the human race. Yes. But also, when you become more aware, you can also reverse the processes. So, there's no excuses for non-awakening humans. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Tate. Can information be given off of the difference between the oversoul and the higher self?
Some have different versions. The oversoul is the soul that connects all your incarnations. Your higher self is your higher self connecting you to this incarnation. Some might see it differently, but there's no wrong answer either. It's just some see it a little bit differently. Lessons.
Okay, so we're headed over to chat room 2, and we have Vasco. Any messages from anyone around me?
I'm just seeing a lot of mathematics around you at this time. It does seem like you're calculating many things of direction, of where to go, what is going on. I also see a lot of Pluto energy around you, as that seems to be a place you've been going a lot in astral. It is a hangout. It is a hangout that they don't want all the information out yet. It's you're home away from home. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Vasco. Do I have any connections to my friend Nabosha?
Yes, but in India, on this planet, yes. Palladian incarnations, yes, but mostly India, from what I'm seeing. I think at least 2 incarnations there. Yes. What time frame? I'm saying late 1600s, but I'm not getting a clear indication of that. Blessings.
Okay, over to chat room 3. First up is Oso. Any messages for me?
Understand with your connections, you're opening up to the alien, your spiritual vibrations, you're bringing many with you. Friends you're not aware of, friends that you are aware of, you're bringing many, you're opening up many to what is going on. You're also very much a teacher, more than you're a fun teacher. Not to say teachers aren't fun, but you are the fun teacher. But you just have you're the teacher of doing things. Some want to be in a classroom because going places is very hot and very cold in some places, rather just be in a classroom. You're the one to go in different places. Take your classmates and basically, as an alien being, disappear and appear on top of a mountain, things of that sort. Just to give you an idea. Blessings.
Okay. Also, would also like to know how his guide is doing.
Doing well. You are still, I believe, getting to know each other. Doing well. I'm seeing a lot of barbecue around this one. At least in your old connections, at least. But this one has a thing for barbecue. But anyway, a lot of that's the old way of this one. But this one's actually quite biblical during the Yeshua time period. Basically, the reason he brought the barbecue is it brings happiness out of people. Yes, you are heating up a being, probably, but either way, that's all right. But the barbecue brings out, like, out your doors, out your house, brings a lot of people, brings them up, and that is what matters right now. Blessings.
Okay, and my name is Stacy, and I'll be the last one for the evening.
Yes.
So I've recently been told there's a bit of a galactic crowd around me, and I'm just wondering what that's about.
Well, you're going through a transition at this time. I believe you'll start receiving your own messages when the time is right. You are preparing, and they are assisting your preparedness. So I see a lot of angel energies around you. Also, I just see a lot of beings around you, but this is all up to you when you are ready, but they are in preparation for what I'm saying.
Okay, second question for myself. I went on a hike today, and I'm just wondering who was with me, other than lots of butterflies. There was lots of them today.
Oh, Pleiadian presence. Also, many fairies, tall fairies, 6 foot tall, 2 females from what I'm seeing. One's named Carisha, the other one is one moment. One moment. This one's coming through. Speak, child. She calls her Iris. Finally.
Iris and Carisha?
Yes.
Iris and Carisha. Okay. Never heard of them before, I don't think.
You might start seeing them more.
Okay. That crowd that's around me, is that one of the reasons why I've been really tired lately?
Yes.
Just side note? Okay. I didn't know what that was about, so okay.
Well, you're doing a lot of, I see a lot of Buddhist energy, or Buddha's energy around you. Also, I do see you in Tibet also. Part of you is there every once in a while. When you feel that is a place, you go there to queer. It's like if I want to be part of the human race, I'll go there to queers, other places, but I see you in Tibet more than you might think. I see that right now, at least.
Okay. Thank you so much for your help. Yes, thanks for coming in.
Yes. Blessings to you all. Good night. All right. Thank you, everyone. All right.